Today, my producers have me watching videos on feminism to strengthen the feminism that is already in my body and make it the strongest form that it can possibly be. So we start out with our first one.
Okay, but hear me out. Wouldn't it be crazy if men were meant to submit to women? And women were meant to protect and provide, which is why we're so good at it. But the patriarchy's convinced us that we need men to do that so they feel needed and we feel powerless. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Wouldn't it be crazy if someone broke into my house and I hid underneath the bed and told my wife to go and protect me? Wouldn't that be crazy? Because I don't embrace the patriarchy. So I would send her out to fight off the robbers while I hid in the bedroom. Wouldn't that be crazy? Just like this has always been done in every ancient civilization, where men sent women off to war to protect them from their neighboring nations and invaders. Wouldn't that be crazy?
I used to believe that I needed to be someone to actually be someone.
So we got a pretty strange video. I mean, aside from the straightened beard, the interlaced legs on the bathroom floor. You know what I mean? Like you went in there and you set up the camera and made sure, honey, are we in frame? And let's like get this right angle, and then make a real sad and sappy face and pretend like you're on the verge of tears because your masculinity has been so bad to me all these years. I mean, come on, this is pathetic. This isn't a real marriage. A real marriage is based on love and trust and apologies that are very sincere and real.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
It's not about creating content to put on Instagram where you humiliate one of the partners in the relationship. This is maybe for both of them narcissistic behavior where they both need the internet's validation for having a dysfunctional relationship. I'm sorry, but this is not the way to behave. Next one.
I'm gonna need you to repeat that. What did you just say?
And I'm in the kitchen where I belong.
Yes.
This is the husband's way of showing that he's subservient to his wife by wearing leopard print glasses and taking her, I guess, abuse. This is an absolute upside down way of looking the relationships, you know? I mean, I thought feminism was all about all jobs being equal, but apparently it is not, because the minute that the husband is doing the dishes, he has to view it as being something that he deserves as a punishment or something, and she has to make a video mocking him for doing it. Very strange. I rate this 1 out of 10 on feminism. Marriage reality. Uh-oh. Lord have mercy. This is the one that's the most painful to watch, you know, like it genuinely makes me sad, because if you have a family, you know that the wife is the heart of the family. She is the center of everyone's affection. Everyone loves her. She's the best. And this woman has taken all of that affection and basically said that she doesn't want it, and that she would rather be living a lifestyle where people treated her like trash rather than treating her like they're the center of the world. It's a strange one. I honestly feel bad for this person. They have something wrong with them. In the garden of life, don't be a hoe.
I got a vasectomy at 20 years old. Hi, I'm Tristan. I'm 21 and I got a vasectomy. This decision is ridiculous, but I have my reasonings and I stand by them completely. And here they are. Coming in at number 1, I already have a kid. Kind of ridiculous to already have one kid at 21. Arguably irresponsible.
I think it makes a point twice in the video so far, which is that this is ridiculous. So the idea of being 20 years old and having produced one offspring is absolutely ridiculous. There is no time in human history where a man would have held this up as a standard of accomplishment in life. Like he said, he is not man enough to handle having more children. He has essentially, for all intents and purposes, removed the ability for him to be a man. Part of being a man is being fruitful and multiplying and filling the earth. And if you can't reproduce as a man, sometimes that happens out of people's control, but to voluntarily undergo that because you can't hack the responsibilities of manhood. At 21 years old, I have a feeling that in 3 or 4 years, he's gonna look back on this and realize just how childish and silly it is. Dude. $10,000? Wow, dude.
Here we go.
Tears cleaned my soul and I cried. Fill it up with you. With all the joy.
It's like a bunch of big babies in the pool together. They're all so sad. My brain cannot even begin to fathom having the money and spending it. If they paid me $10,000 to go and cry in a pool with a bunch of other men,
Wouldn't that be crazy?
I would 100% have to turn that down. This is absurdist behavior. This is the end of the world, the end of society behavior, where like people have completely lost any depth, meaning, sense of suffering, manhood, anything, to where they all want to jump in a kiddie pool together, crowd together, lay on their backs, and have another man hold them like they're their mom, and then weep and wail while staring at the sky. I mean, this is existential crisis 10 out of 10.
Sorry if I'm masculine, but I've been forced to be masculine. When I was married, or when I was in my past relationships, and a man didn't wear the pants, I had to take off my skirt and put the pants in the relationship. If a man can't show up and can't be a man and an alpha, then guess what? A woman has to be that alpha.
Yeah, so a couple things that hit you right off the bat. Number one is she's dressed like a man. So the irony that she is actually wearing pants and a collared shirt and is dressed like a man is not by accident, right? That is her energy. She says also that she's been in relationships and married to betas. So this is a routine relationship that she has engaged in, finding weak men so that she's able to play the role of alpha. She blames it on the men, ironically, but you don't hear her saying, I have sought out strong men. What we find in society today is this kind of constant tragedy, which is women want strong men, theoretically, but they end up choosing really weak men. And as we saw in the video earlier, the men who seek after getting vasectomies, who don't want children, don't want responsibility, want to hold on to their boyhood, want to just play around in life. This is kind of the downfall of Western civilization right now, because everything in civilization is built on the family unit. And if husbands and wives can't create godly children, all of society will collapse. But they can't produce godly children if they don't have a godly marriage. And so you need strong men who want to be leaders, want to have children, and want to provide for their family. And we simply don't have that today. What we've learned today from emasculated men is that their tears are going to cause a second great flood and drown all of society, and everyone will die.